and welcome to Madison Academy's Theater Performance class. I am Miss Mann, that's M.A. with 2 N's, and I'm very excited to be spending my 4th year at Madison Academy in the theater program. If you are a senior, I had you when you were a freshman when we were working on individual events for Trumbauer. I'll be talking a little bit more about that in a little bit. I also directed Alice in Wonderland that year. The following year I was hired part-time in the theater program, and last year was my first full-time year. Well, would have been if it weren't for COVID, but I still graded things up until the end of the year. And this is my second full-time year at Madison Academy. We are a growing department, and that just makes me so excited. Last year was the first year that Madison Academy separated theater performance and theater tech, and we had 2 different classes. At least I think that's how it's been for a while. In the theater performance class, we look at so many different aspects of communication. Usually, at some schools, it's divided up into 4 different types of classes, sometimes even 6 or 7. You may be learning more of the historical aspect. You may be in advanced production, beginner production. But in Madison Academy's theater program for high school, you're spending the entire year trying to learn as much as you can about theater, and then hopefully spending a little bit more time with me if you're a freshman into your sophomore, junior, and senior year, where you're just kind of solidifying a little bit more of what you've learned. If you are a senior and you are hoping to move on into college or professional theater, I'm hoping to spend this year helping you build your resume and helping you prepare for college applications. Most colleges this year will be requiring you to record, just like I am doing now, to upload and send with your applications. So I'll be helping you with that. This year, we are going to be doing a 1-act play. I wrote the 1-act, and I'm very excited about it. I wrote it especially for Madison Academy. It's called Stolen. Normally, we would be taking this as a competition piece to Trumbauer. However, this year, due to COVID-19, we're calling it Trumbauer Festival. We are able to record our 1-acts, upload them for feedback. Although at this time, they are deliberating on how to reward everyone for their performances. So there may be a little bit of a competition aspect to it, but things change daily. So I'll keep you informed of that. We will also still be doing our individual events. If you don't know anything about Trumbauer and individual events, what that means is that you are going to get an opportunity to show your acting or singing skills, or a little bit of both of those at the same time. Pantomiming, that can be an individual thing. Reader's theater, and your classical and dramatic can also be duets and groups as well. I won't just throw you in it. We will actually start at the beginning of the year talking a little bit about your individual events and which one you think that appeals to you the most. But if there's none of them that appeal to you the most, don't worry. You'll seem like a pro by October on your event. We will also be doing an in-class play this year, Cyrano de Bergerac. I am so thrilled to get to do this play. It's written a lot in the style of Shakespeare, and what I mean by that is Aristotle's Poetics. I don't want to go into all the history of that, but it usually had 3 definitive things. And so what's so great about this play is we're going to be able to study those things by using a play that was written in 1889, but has a little bit of a Shakespearean feel to it, and also in some ways follows Aristotle's Poetics. I am so excited about the year ahead. But one of the things I want to make sure is that we are growing. And what I mean by that is the more that you spend in theater performance, the more professional that I need to require of you. And so a little bit of a housekeeping rules. Please do not have any food or drink in the classroom. As you know, the floor is carpeted, the walls are carpeted, and the seating that you're on is carpeted. And if we spill anything, it's really hard to clean up. Also, one of my standards for the Alabama Education Board is to teach you how to be good audience members and good listeners. So one of my main things that I want you to get out of my rules is to not speak when someone else is speaking. You may miss out on something important, and also it's not fair for them to perform and have someone talking. You wouldn't want someone doing that with you. Definitely don't want to talk when I'm talking. Pretty much everything I say is pretty important. The other thing is don't leave without permission. Usually there are 2 passes that hang in my classroom. If both passes are gone, please do not ask to leave. The other thing new that we will be doing this year is I will have a sign in and sign out sheet. If you arrive to class late, you will need to sign in at the time that you arrive. If you need to leave the class early to go take a test or have been requested to come to the office or anything like that, you will have to sign out so I know that what time you left. If you need to leave in the middle of the class for more than 5 minutes, you're going to sign inside out. If you've been gone for more than 5 minutes, that's also going to take away participation points. Participation points will be what constitutes as our final exam at the end of a semester or end of a quarter. That is what your exam grade will be. I'm trying to keep us more cohesive as a group. When we have so many distractions, it's really hard to maintain focus, and it's really hard sometimes to get through even entire scenes when we're studying in class. I think the only thing that I have to say that's a rule in my class is to have fun.